Just here today in DistagQCS in Tullow, County Carlow, and just introducing our HYDAC EHS Electro-Hydraulic Steer System. Big advantage of this system for multi-axle trailers with one or two steer axles is that there are no mechanical links between the tractor and the trailer, so there's no bar running alongside the drawbar or anything like that. So you can just hop into the tractor, hitch on your trailer, connect up your isobus plug, your power beyond hydraulics, 3 hoses for that, and you can drive, reverse, steer, left and right, go into different modes, and it's all very easy to use, user friendly from a touchscreen in the cab. To operate this system, the operator hitches on his tractor as normal, connects up the isobus electrical connection, connects these 3 hoses for the power beyond system, and gets into the cab, turns on the EHS system, and drives away forward reverse as normal. System will automatically steer in the required direction. It just senses the movements of the trailer and steers accordingly with no tire scrub unless you're going to extreme angles. This saves in tire wear and other suspension component wear, which is a big advantage and cost saving in the long term. We're going to have a quick word with George from Hydac, who supports us with factory support from Hydac in Germany, and he's going to run through the system there now.
Hydac is a family-owned company based in Germany, or headquarters in Germany, but we are acting worldwide, I would say. And we are doing hydraulics, electronics, sensors, controls, and based on that since years.
This trailer that is parked behind us is fitted with your electro-hydraulic steering system. Can you explain your success with that system?
Yes, of course. So the basic idea for that electro-hydraulic steering system for, let's say, trailers or towed vehicles, or that does work also for semi-trailers, is that we are completely independent from the machine that tows that implement. So it is a tractor or truck or whatever it is. So there is no need of any linkage in between the trailer and the tractor in this case, to calculate the set angle of the steer axis. So we are doing that by using the yaw rate that we get from a category 3 gyro or inclination sensor, and the driving speed of the trailer, what we get out of 2 independent speed sensors that is mounted, in this case in the rigid axle of the trailer. Could be also in the mounted into the sled axle. And by having these 2 values, we can calculate the radius we are driving on, and based on that radius and of course the distance from the steer axle to its turn curl, according to the Ackermann principle, we are calculating the set angle of the axis. Completely independent, and also independent how to link the drawbar to the tractor. AD, hitch, whatever it. The only thing we need from the tractor is we need oil, and we need 12 or 24 volts power supply.
So how many systems have you in operation throughout the world at the moment?
Hard to say. There's a gap in between what you sold and what is in the field, but I would say approximately 1,000 systems at least. Yes.
How is the reliability in practice on the fields?
Well,
Because it's so far reliability of the system.
Yeah, the system is really quite good, reliable. Yeah, but let's say really big issues you have from time to time, some sensor-based things, but all over it's a really reliable system.
So can you run through the main components of the system as to show our viewers what the main components are from the system?
Well, of course. So the system consists out of first of all a hydraulic manifold. What is it's out of a modular system. So we have an interplate depending on the power supply or the hydraulic supply. Then we have 1 or 2 modules for steering and flow. inlet plate has also, in addition, a pressure sensor that we assure that we are supplied when needed. In addition, there is of course an ECU, the safety steering controller, and of course our heat sensor. What is it is basically an inclination sensor or an inertial sensor that does provide the jaw rate, what we need to calculate the set angle. To get the speed, it is required that we do have two independent speed signals, so that we are able to compare them and be sure that we are allowed to trust for safety reasons. And last but not least, we need an angular sensor mounted on the steer axle, that we know what is the current, let's say, position of the steer axle.
So this system then can be operated in a couple of different modes.
Yes, right. Main mode is automatic mode. So as I said, we need to have a speed signal. So that means as soon as you start up the machine and you start driving, if you reach the border of 0.5 kph, the system switches in auto mode, and you just drive and the trailer does, let's say, its job. The steering system does its job. But in addition, there is a manual mode, so the operator can let's say control the steering angle of the axle for, let's say, to maneuver or whatever he does. And for a triple axle trailer, you can have also the so-called grab mode, so that the two steered axles are going the same direction. But this is also, let's say, just to get out of let's say, a tricky situation. If you are too close to an obstacle, just to get away from something you can damage, or can damage your trailer or whatever.
Yes, that sounds very interesting.
So then, talking about the HMI, the control happens via isobus. So if you connect the isobus connector to the tractor, it does upload its own screen like usual at isobus, and you can see your driving mode, you can see your driving speed. You are able here to change from auto mode even to a manual mode or to grab mode by pressing the right buttons. In addition, you can have a diagnostic page, or there's a diagnostic page available, where you can see all of the raw values of the sensors, the voltage and the pressure supplied by the tractors, the values of the two speed sensors, and so on and so on. So it's easy to use, and non-additional display or whatever HMI needed. So it's a plug-and-play solution.
Yes, thank you, George, for your time today in explaining the EHS system to us. Anybody that is looking for more information on the system and how quickly we can supply systems to you can contact us at DistagQCS in Tullow, Dungannon or Ipswich, and we'll be happy to provide you with all the information you need. Thank you.